Hello, my dear student, how are you today? Are you good? If you're ready for today's lesson, let's go. Today, we have to start the lesson with making a story. We have got the pictures and we have to make a story with you. For example, the story can begin like this. Last Saturday, we went to the park. There were two boys sitting on the bench, and they were eating ice creams. Then we saw the dog, and we bought balloons. After some time, the dog ran to us and chased it. Next, we climbed the tree in order to run away from the dog. After some time, the dog went. Then we finally got back home. My dear, that's a good. Now we have got another activity with you. It is the listening activity. In this activity, we have to listen and put the letters in the order of the numbers, okay? If you are ready, let's start.
Book, Unit 2, page 36, Activities 2 and 3.
It was a lovely day and the sun was shining. Grandma was in her garden. She was cutting her rose tree. She was wearing thick gloves because the rose tree had long, sharp thorns. Grandma didn't see the wolf. He was hiding behind a tree and he was watching her. "What a nice grandma," he said quietly. Suddenly, the wolf leapt over the garden wall. Grandma was very frightened. The wolf landed on the long, sharp thorns. They went into his feet. "Ouch!" he screamed. "Go away, you horrible animal!" shouted Grandma. She was very brave. Wolf hopped away as fast as he could. "Ouch! Ouch! My feet hurt," he said. "She wasn't a nice grandma."
Okay, that's so interesting text, yes? Story is brilliant. Now, it is time to put the actions in the order. I will say the letter and you have to put the letters in the order. First, the sun was shining. Yes, it is B. Second, grandma was cutting the flowers. It is second is E. Then the wolf was behind the tree. Third is C. Fourth A. Say fifth is F because he jumped on the flowers. Six is D. My dear, now we did this activity with you. It's time to do the next activity. In the next activity, Red Riding Hood, we will just have to correct this story with you. Let's read the sentences that were given to us. Red Riding Hood was walking through the town. No, she was walking through the forest. Now, my dear, looking at the picture, we have to correct the sentences. For example, Red Riding Hood was carrying a box? No, Red Riding Hood was carrying a basket. She was wearing a blue cloak? No, she was wearing a red cloak. The moon was shining? No, the sun was shining. The rabbits were singing? No, the birds were singing. The birds were playing? No, the rabbits were playing. Grandma was hiding behind a tree? No, the wolf was hiding behind a tree. We corrected. My dear. Now, we have got the question form of the past continuous in the story. Now it's time to correct and learn how to answer them. For example, was Red Riding Hood carrying a box? No, she wasn't. Was she carrying a basket? Yes, she was. Now, we have to ask and answer for these questions. Was the wolf hiding in a tree? Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. Was the sun shining? Yes, it was. Were the birds singing? Yes, they were. Was he watching the Red Riding Hood? Yes, he was. Was Red Riding Hood wearing a shawl? No, she wasn't. Were the rabbits sleeping? No, they weren't. Good job. Now, my dear, we have got the Goldilocks and the three bears. Here, the beginning, middle, and end of the actions and the situations that happened in the story. Yes, now we have got information. Let's make a story with you. Let's start. Goldilocks saw a house near the forest. She knocked at the door, but there was no answer. She opened it and went inside. When she came in, she saw meals on the table. She ate the meals. After eating, there were chairs, and she sat on every chair. But when he sat in a baby bear's chair, she broke it. Then she went up and went to the bedroom. There were three beds there. Goldilocks lay down on the small bed. When the bears came home, they were shocked because the bowls were empty, the chairs were broken. Then they were angry and went up to find who came to their house. When he went into the bedroom, they saw Goldilocks. And they said, "Wake up! What are you doing here?" Goldilocks was scared and she said, "Sorry, sorry," and ran away. My dear, we finished the story with you. Now it's time to make your own story for these actions at home. Let's turn to the next one. For the next one, we have got the activity with the words. For example, there are letters here, but we have to look at the photo and make the word for them. This one is basket, yes. Next one, bunch. Next one, curtains. Fourth, buttons. Fifth, forest. Sixth, cupboard. Yes? Okay, that's a good. Now, my dear, we did all the activities with you and finished the lesson. That's why I have to say goodbye. See you next lesson.